Yeah, I mean, there was a lot to unpack there. So first of all, as you rightly point out, what we've been doing, and it was predominantly the previous administration, you mentioned weaponizing our dollar against Russia. We have disincentivized the world through policy to hold the dollar, through weaponizing it against Russia. If I'm China, that's a concern to me, right? I want to diversify, but also through devaluation of currency as well. One of the benefits of the US dollar relative to other currencies was stability. It was that, along with the petrodollar, that cemented our position as global reserve. With huge money printing, massive quantitative easing, that stability argument's gone out the window. And I think the world are waking up and de-dollarizing at a rapid pace. And it is not slowing down at all. Gold buying set another record for the third quarter of this year by central banks on the back of a 6-month record in the first 6 months of this year. As we've said on the show, we mentioned on the Saturday show as well, gold has now become the number 2 global reserve asset. It's 20% of global reserve currency today. It takes up a larger share than US debt, which we haven't seen in a long time. But as I mentioned, I think this is a trend that's going to continue. I think we're reverting back to where we used to be in the 80s, where gold was about 70% of global reserve. Ultimately, I think the trust has been broken, and it's just one drama after another after another. Now we have a government shutdown. I mean, trust has been broken, and the world's waking up.
Do you think the 80s is when the kickoff for massive globalization? Do you think this is a leading indicator that we're going to live in a post-globalization world with supply chains and everything, that people are going to be, as we've been advocating, I mean, we're a huge advocator of it, but is this gold now going back and looking like it could be, 20% is shocking, I think. But do you think it could get to 30, 40, 50%?
I think not only it could, I think it will. The trajectory, look, something dramatic is going to happen domestically to make the dollar look attractive again. It's going to take a miracle, right? Right now, I just don't see it on the horizon. So where does it end? I don't see China reverting back to trading in US dollars again. I don't see Russia, sorry. I don't see China increasing dollar reserves. I see them reducing significantly. 50% of China's transactions now internationally bypass the dollar. They are in yuan. That was unheard of. So yes, I think this is a trend that's going to continue. And you rightly point out, I think what we've been seeing, this has been happening for a while, but the end of this sort of post-World War II era of globalization. And I think when the trust disappears, trust in money disappears, central banks turn back to gold. And as you rightly point out, we're seeing things that we just would never have predicted a few years ago. Huge institutional demand, not only from central banks, but from investment firms, from PE funds. They were looking for returns 3, 4, 5 years ago. You didn't consider gold for that. Today you do. So you put it as a structural change, and I think it's the best way to put it. A reversion, perhaps.